D-Lo 404 Boxing. Hey y'all, forgive my background noise. About time for me to lay it down, but I want to go and get this one in before I call it a night. I was on a video, basically in the chats, in the comments section, comment on a video where a fellow YouTuber had interviewed James Toney, and James Toney was giving his take on Canelo Alvarez and how he felt Canelo Alvarez was not the pound for pound #1. And I think James Toney actually said Bud was pound for pound #1 over Canelo. I don't recall whether or not he said Canelo falls in just behind him, or maybe he didn't say, I don't remember. But the point is that he had Bud #1. Now he could have had somebody else #1. That's irrelevant. The point is that he didn't have Canelo #1. So, a guy in the comment section basically said that James Toney was just salty because Canelo wasn't a black fighter. When did we get to this point in boxing? When did we get to this point as fans of boxing, that because a person doesn't share your point of view when it comes to a fighter, or doesn't share your appreciation or love or admiration or adoration, or whatever the word may be, or whatever the feeling or emotion may be that you have for a fighter, whenever somebody else doesn't share that, why does it have to be because they're either A, hating, or B, it has something to do with race? If a grown man, and I see James Toney as a grown ass man, doesn't come out and say that race is his reason for feeling a certain way, don't put words in a person's mouth and make it be about something that's on your mind, that's your agenda. If James Toney isn't saying that, or if I'm not saying that, or whoever else isn't saying that, that's the reason that they're not behind Canelo as pound for pound #1, then don't make that assumption and make it be about something that is not about. If it's about race, then it's about race in your mind. And maybe the reason that you were putting Canelo at #1 pound for pound is because of your feelings about him from a racial or nationality standpoint. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own prerequisite for what they consider make somebody pound for pound #1 or a pound for pound fighter. And for whatever reason, they may not have Canelo as #1. That doesn't mean they're hating. That doesn't mean that they're racist. That doesn't mean that they dislike him because he's of a certain race or nationality. That just means that they don't have a #1 pound for pound, and they don't have to. Hell, they don't even have to have a choice for pound #1. They could just say they appreciate the sport of boxing, they appreciate the best fights getting made, and they support the sport, and they don't care to rank boxers from a pound for pound standpoint. Like I say all the time, people, your hang-ups are your hang-ups. Don't put that on other people just because you feel a certain way. That's all I got to say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing, I'm out.